standard or maybe ever.
Yeah,
I mean, what's the competition?
Well, I mean, there's Jace Memory Adept.
Jace Memory Adept, Sarkin
the Mad.
Sarkin the Mad.
Mm-hmm.
Gideon Gideon's fine but overrated. Elspeth's good and underrated.
Mm-hmm.
I think Elspeth's actually generally better than Gideon, and people
Really?
think of Gideon as being much better than Elspeth. Yeah, Elspeth kills Gideon.
She does.
Like,
yeah. Gideon can kill Elspeth.
Elspeth defends just as well.
Well, she does defend herself pretty well.
As Gideon defends, and Elspeth can kill Gideon, and Elspeth kills everybody. In fact,
yeah. Well, that can be the problem. I think sometimes you don't want your other stuff to die.
Yeah,
but you build the deck with that.
Well,
I want to see more Elspeth. I'm hoping we do see more Elspeth. I mean, there's also Venser.
5-mana walkers are pretty clunky.
There's a lot of them too. Like the more I keep thinking about Venser, like I said,
none of them have really broken. I mean,
right.
Gideon was a corner case card in Cobblade because it wasn't really good enough. It was only after they had to get rid of a lot of the good cards that Gideon came back.
Mm-hmm.
Edgar had previously innovated not playing a Gideon.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
So
Brian Kibler.
That's not Brian Kibler. That's Christian Valenti. I know they look similar though.
What?
Sorry,
you want to sit
Brian.
with us? You can.
Sure, I'll hang out for a bit.
You gonna play in the legacy portion today?
I am.
You got a sick brew.
I have some Night of the Reliquaries to play.
And Elspeth, I hope.
Yeah, of course.
How about Baneslayer
They're legal.
Angel?
It's required, right?
Baneslayer Angel.
That's right.
So how'd the other matchup go?
Sondag, the red-green deck that you played against yesterday, demolished Medina
That's the exact
mercilessly
word
in
I would've
two
used,
games.
yeah.
I mean, Medina doesn't have Mana Leak. So, and Sondag saw his list. So Sondag was just like, threat.
There's no Mana Leak?
No Mana Leaks, yeah. So,
that's weird.
He just went ramps. No kidding. Sondag just
played
went
blue just for Mana Leak.
Yeah,
he's playing blue and he's not playing Mana Leak.
It's like the second best blue card in the format.
I mean, this was our conversation with him yesterday morning. How are you
Snapcaster Mage.
I mean, Consecrated Sphinx.
I love Consecrated Sphinx.
I don't even think Snapcaster Mage is nearly as good as people do.
You'll get there.
It's a fine card.
Remember our conversation around Brimstone Volley? Those guys are buds.
They are. But like,
we were just talking about Elspeth, the 5-mana Elspeth.
I was saying
the inferior Elspeth.
Well agreed that she's inferior to the 4-mana Elspeth, but my argument was Gideon is 5 mana and overrated, and Elspeth is 5 mana and underrated.
That's true.
Yeah. So
like Elspeth is quite good. I mean, I remember last year at Worlds playing Elspeth.
One second, kids. Nick Veccie just mulliganed to 5, so
just to let you guys
just
know.
Now, so. That's actually his second mulligan to 5 on the.
I think so, yeah.
We didn't see game 1 or 2, but I believe that he won the first game with Koth Ultimate and then mulled to 5 in game 2.
Yeah, I think he may have mulled to 4 in game 2.
He mulled to 4 in game 2.
I think so.
It's not many cards.
No. All right. So you were telling your Elspeth story.
Oh, yeah, I mean, like I actually was just like, Elspeth seems like it would just be good against these vampire decks and stuff. And I had never played a game with it. I just put it in the sideboard of like my Kago deck at Worlds. Yeah. And then I played against vampires. I was like, wow, is this guy good?
Speaking of vampires, there's a Stromkirk Noble.
That guy's a goodie.
He is no joke.
Boom in. Ooh, and he connects. Mull to 5 is going to have a lot of damage undone if he can stick. Oh, no. I thought it was going to be a 3/3 unblockable.
Yeah. That would have been ideal, but still reasonably good start for Nick after a mulligan to 5. He's got a 2/2 and a 1/1.
Stromkirk is a really interesting card in this format because it puts such pressure on people's need to have early removal or early ways to interact. Right? Yeah, the Doomblade there is super important. I mean, if and there's a Stormblood Berserker.
Stormblood, yeah.
The good buddy of Stromkirk Noble, however, the bane of anyone who's trying to spell both of those cards in the same paragraph.
Isn't it funny how
really of Stormblood Berserker and Stromkirk Noble in the same deck?
I think it's funny because those cards are basically designed to be played together.
Yeah,
I know that's why it's so absurd.
And one of them is like this well-dressed king. And the other one is like this barbarian in furs.
So Christian has an O-ring
pretty good 5-card hand.
Christian has an O-ring for the Berserker, and then Nick just followed it up with a Chandra's Phoenix,
another fine beater.
Yeah, which would likely Christian would like to O-ring that as well.
There's no way Valenti's on 18, right?
No, he's at 15 now, and now less.
Was that 12?
12, yeah. And Nick with 3 mana up and nothing to do with it at the moment.
Is that Alchemy?
That is a Forbidden Alchemy, yeah.
You're not allowed to do that. It's forbidden.
Yeah, wait a minute.
It actually, that's not the kind of card you want to draw in this spot most of the
It's
time.
not really the kind of card you want against this deck.
Yeah. So
he dumps some lands and another Alchemy, I believe, in the graveyard.
Last weekend we saw the finals had 2 mono red decks, and a big part of that was so many people were trying to play cards like Forbidden Alchemy and Think Twice, and all these cards that don't do anything when you play them.
Right.
And you just keep taking damage. I mean, this is Nick has a 5-card hand here, and he already has Christian down to 12.
Yeah, 9 now.
oh, and he just pinged him. Oh, brutal.
Oh, he pinged him. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's 11, and now I thought that was a swing, but yeah.
I think that was a bit of an overreaction. He pinged him brutal. Oh God!
Oh, wow.
He took 1.
5% of his life. So there's a Celestial Purge. That's
a good one.
That's very good
That's a very
against
good one.
particularly
Phoenix,
Chandra's
yeah.
Phoenix.
So purges the Phoenix, gets
Down-
hit for
ooh,
1, goes
down to 10.
Yeah.
This is not a good space
No,
to
'cause
be
Nick has
with the
Brimstone
available
Volley.
cards in the format.
Nick has Brimstone Volley.
It is
The good thing is, the Phoenix didn't die. It was
No.
exiled.
Yeah,
So
that's very important.
That is important. Yeah.
Because he would be down to 5.
Yeah, Celestial Purge is an excellent sideboard card for any deck right now that has access to white mana. Against the mono red decks, it deals with both their fast aggressive creatures as well as Koth and Phoenix, and
Right.
in very meaningful ways that are really important to be able to take the sort of long game out of the deck.
And also the 2 new Planeswalkers hits Liliana and Garruk if he's flipped.
Yeah,
So definitely.
but not Big
great
Garruk.
sideboard. Right, not the other, not the important Garruk as we've seen this morning.
These
anyway.
are not the cards Veccie wants to draw at this spot. He needs to draw some big bombs.
So he adds another Spike Shot Elder to the board, but he has 3 mana open to ping Christian if he wants.
The problem with drawing like the little guys is like Valenti can just play a creature now and lock down the board.
Yeah, I mean, a Worm Coil Engine in particular would be gross here, but I mean, a Sun Titan is likely, and the telltale sign of a Sun Titan.
What's in my graveyard? So he goes with Worm Coil. Yeah, he looks.
Well, Worm Coil's even better.
Yeah, he's probably got Sun Titan available.
It's pretty hard to beat a Worm Coil Engine. Actually, one of my opponents who I lost to yesterday had 3 of them in play against me at one point. It's Worm Coil, Clone It, out of a Grand Architect Heartless Summoning deck. I was like, really? Really?
So Sondag, though, does have access to 4 Ancient Grudge, and he does have the green mana there to flash it back if he does happen to
Veccie.
have one. I'm sorry, what did I? Yeah.
Veccie.
Oh,
You're
I'm
looking
looking
at Sondag's list.
Oh, wow, okay, I had the wrong one. I think he still
But
has
Sondag
Ancient
does
Grudge.
have-
Yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah,
That still applies. I just was looking at the wrong list.
I mean, I would be very surprised if he actually had Ancient Grudge in his deck in this spot. He knows that Christian has a single copy, I believe, of Worm Coil Engine, maybe 2.
One here.
It's pretty.
One
It's pretty tough to actually have
Right.
a card like that in your deck for that situation.
Makes sense. I'm just trying to think. You bring up how difficult it is for Nick to beat a Worm Coil Engine. That would be one way that.
So Valenti should attack. Veccie should block and then shoot his own
guy.
Shoot his own guy.
I don't
right?
know if he. I mean, it depends what Christian has in his hand whether he should even attack.
You think he's like sit there? I hate the sit there spot because
I agree, but
like,
I mean,
He
he does have a
take
bunch of
advantage,
cards,
so
but
there-
he sends his Worm Coil, which is
he
probably
cannot
going to
let
get
this connect. There's no way.
Yeah, I mean, the
He's
game's
gonna put
basically
Christian
over
up
in
to
that case.
15.
That's way too many lives.
Like I mean, if he lets this connect, it's still bad. Like if he, block it,
So-
shoot my own guy. Let's get to the shoot my own
yeah,
guy
there it
phase.
is.
Yep.
Shoot my dude. It's about the only play that Nick could have made there, I think.
Yeah.
So Nick needs to draw land, Brimstone Volley. I'm having a hard time imagining getting out of this.
Yeah, this is a very tough spot.
Yeah, if he has.
If he had one more card, he could go land, Brimstone Volley runners. He could win the game.
no.
But there's
This is another 6 cost.
Yeah.
Yeah, here comes the Sun Titan. Yeah, there's the Sun Titan. You knew he had to look at his
Sunny
graveyard for some
days.
reason. Sweeping the clouds away.
And the red players.
Yeah.
Let's see.
This is a pretty bad spot to be in when you're playing mono red. The 6 cost creatures are the ones that you want to kill them before they cast.
Actually, he has the what's the name of the active aggression?
Traitorous Blood.
He has. That's how he beat Solar Flare on the Swiss.
Oh.
He Traitorous Blooded.
He has 1.
Yeah. So he did draw the 1.
So if he does have a Traitorous Blood,
that would be.
He could just go Traitorous Blood.
Shrine is not going to do it.
Take the Sun Titan, rebuy. There's no hasters, right? It doesn't matter then.
No, his Phoenix is dead. Well, gone.
He needs to draw Traitor's Blood. That's how he's gonna get out of this game. So he needs to make the same awkward block. He let him hit it. Oh, so that was just a Sun Titan. Okay.
Yeah, so there's no blocksman.
Sun Titan being an on attack trigger rather than on damage. Sun Titan's so gross.
He's really, really good, but
he's a very
when he's on
card.
the table against the Primeval Titan, he seems so bad.
Well, it's funny because because Sun Titan is like the least impressive of the Titans in a lot of situations, but just like combined with Phantasmal Image in particular, it's just the most insane. Because you play a single Sun Titan, you bring back Image, getting something else, getting Liliana or getting Oblivion Ring or getting another Image.
Oh,
Batterskull.
Play a Batterskull to add insult
dear.
to injury.
Valenti
here.
loves throwing his whole hand of gigantic spells on the table. We watched him yesterday. He would just end the turn with like Grave Titan, Phantasmal Image. Yeah, like
he was just like,
then like
wow.
There it is.
Like,
This time he wins.
that deck was like, all right, end of turn, Beast Within.